All right, so that was my work phone. God bless having two phones. Um, have to kind of pick up where I was there. Um, so I was talking about God and the promise of safety, and so in the Bible it often talks about that we will be persecuted and that we will have hard times as Christians. There are times that Christians throughout history have even been put to death for their faith, and Christians now around the world are being put to death for their faith. So the idea that because I believe in God and pray and do all the right things, that somehow that assures me of safety, that is not correct thinking. Um, so back in the bad old days, um, we knew we weren't going to be safe, but we relied on God. We relied on the idea of the afterlife, and that I was promised to join our Heavenly Father in the afterlife if I stayed faithful and believed. And that is my true reward. That is the true goal of being a Christian. Somewhere, and it's arguable, so please don't take what I'm about to say ever as 100% that I'm the epitome and font of knowledge, spewing forth things to be written down and never to be questioned. I appreciate all discussion and debate and deep thought about the things that I'm saying, because um, when you receive these things and God puts these things on your heart, oftentimes you're not quite sure why or what the point is. And I find that having discussions with other faithful people, or having a debate or questions about some of these things, will really bring about a fuller understanding of the truth of what I'm moving towards or what God is asking me to talk about. Um, but somewhere in the 40s and 50s, we in essence killed God, and began that discussion about how God was dead. As we've done that, the state has slowly tried to become in our lives everything that God could not be. 100 years ago, we all believed God was watching, so we tried our best to behave and do what was right in our private lives, knowing that our Heavenly Father was watching. Once we killed God, a lot of us, or many human beings, a lot of people in America, figured no one was watching and they could behave however they want and do whatever they wanted to. Slowly but surely, the state has tried to watch us all. Put video cameras in every corner, put video cameras on the street, put video cameras in our hands, tracking us, watching us, making sure that we behave, and has promised us that they would. Has promised us that they would do, in essence, a better job of making sure to keep us safe and keep us happy. As well as, or on top of that, laws have been passed. Countless amounts of laws over the smallest and tiniest detail of our lives. Someone is always assigning blame or looking to assign someone for blame when things go wrong. Lawsuits routinely are brought to courts to find who can be assigned blame and give me financial recompense for those things that are done against me. We have more and more turned to the state to keep us safe, and we all know, or you should know, and if you don't, here's some wisdom for you from Benjamin Franklin. Those who would trade liberty for safety deserve neither. Again, Benjamin Franklin, and I'm paraphrasing. Those who would trade liberty for safety deserve neither. In essence, we have demanded that our government keep us safe and safer and safer. And as we've done that, there are more and more laws passed restricting more and more of our liberties. And we have given up much of our liberties in this idea of safety, of being kept safe, of being protected. I will say over and over again that a free society is not safe. and that a safe society is not free. And I may not be the first person to say that. I may have read that somewhere long ago and have internalized it and forgotten where I read it from. So please don't hold it against me or forgive me if I've stolen someone else's words and not put a proper credit to them. But that is something that is very much in my mind. So this idea that the state can somehow keep us safe is a farce. This is one of the areas where I disagree with many of my Republican brothers. As more and more school shootings occur, and the left calls for more and more gun safety, what the right calls for are more and more protections, more and more metal detectors in schools, and armed school security, and security on every corner, soldiers guarding us, the state, in essence, protecting us from those bad things that would happen. But bad things are still going to happen. There is no guarantee of safety. There is a guarantee that no matter what happens, our Father in heaven loves us, and that there is a reason for everything that happens. Even terrible things. Babies die. I don't know why. I don't know why life is so hard. But I have faith that our Father in heaven knows why. When I get up there and shake my fist and say, what the HE double hockey sticks? What WTF? Our Heavenly Father will say, here's WTF. And I'll go, wow, that is a good reason. I'm sorry I was such a doubter. I'm sorry I was such a whiner down here on earth. We are called to have faith. We are called to trust in our Father's plan, not to doubt. Terrible things happen. Bad things happen. The state cannot keep us safe no matter how much it promises us. No matter how much it promises us can. It's a false lie. It's a false promise. It is the promise of Satan telling us that he will replace God and make things better when he won't. There is no safety. There is only faith. Again, I've said some things that many people might disagree with. I welcome all comments. I welcome detractors, someone to challenge what I've said. I don't know why God has put these things in my heart, has designed me in such a way that I could come up with these thoughts, or he could put these thoughts in my head. But I know that he's moved me to say them and to talk about them. And so here I am, saying them and talking about them. Even sometimes if I don't want to. Even sometimes if I think they'll expose me to ridicule. Because that is what he wants. And it's his will I want to do, not my own. So, God bless you. God bless you all. God bless the United States of America. God bless our great president. Hopefully, he is also doing God's work on this planet. And I hope you all enjoyed.